Well, let's just hope that there's redemption for these people. So, welcome back everyone. Yep, that is right. Well, I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2, and then it hit me. I should do a video about this. And so, well, I had thought about one for a bit. I'd wanted to cover this series at some point or another, and I thought, why not have my debut in this series be, well, 5 of the creepiest moments in Red Dead Redemption and its prequel. So, let's get into the video. And do be warned that this list does provide some spoilers for both games, so you have been warned. Well, at number 5, we of course have Seth Byers, who is a character featured in Red Dead 1. Well, John has to kind of build up a group so he can assault Fort Mercer to take out Bill Williamson. And one of the men he meets is a grave robber and treasure hunter, Seth Byers. Pretty much at first sight, Seth isn't a, well, decent guy, and like we literally find him robbing a grave. And the more time you spend with him, the more it becomes obvious that this guy isn't really playing with a full deck of cards. And that's pretty much where just everything goes for him. He's just kind of a twisted little guy, and probably more dangerous than any of the former gangmates that Arthur had. Well, Arthur and John had. Of course, it gets worse from here. At number 4, we of course have the Dead Man's Wife from Flowers for a Lady. Flowers for a Lady is one of the earliest side missions we can do in Red Dead. Pretty much, this guy wants some help getting some flowers for his wife. It's like their anniversary or something. Okay, not bad. So we collect the flowers. And when we get back to him, it gets revealed that his wife has been dead for quite a while. Of course, many players probably will not have this as their first stranger mission. I think American Appetites would probably be the one that most people would start off with. But yeah, this is a interesting way of letting people know that this isn't going to be exactly a happy game to play. It's not, like, I don't know, kind of sad, but also really creepy. Of course, it gets even worse as cannibals is my number 3 pick. Now, some people would probably assume that I am talking about the mission American Appetites, and well, I guess you could probably include this one in this category. I kind of want to save that one for another list. This is talking about a random encounter that you could find in the game where sometimes you can accidentally stumble upon a guy who's having a midnight snack. His food of choice is, of course, well, people. Yeah, this one I did not find on my own. In fact, my mom actually found this one, and honestly, it's a really creepy thing to find out in the game. And unfortunately, it gets worse with my number 2 pick, the Murphy Brood. The Murphy Brood are a group of, bandits that live up in Beaver Hollow. Our first encounter with them is, pretty much chapter 6, at least story-wise. I don't know if you can encounter them before chapter 6, but that's beside the point. The Vanderlyn gang need to find a new place to live after the Pinkertons attack their previous camp. And, well, what's better than living in a cave filled with probably, potentially cannibals. I don't know if the bones are human or animals. And also the people who kidnap a lady, or people who are just kind of twisted in general. Yeah, can't think of a better place to live. Maybe just, not being a bandit, but apparently that's too difficult for Dutch. Yeah, these guys are one of the creepiest groups in the entire game, and that's saying something, because Red Dead 2 is filled with all sorts of depraved people, and for far more creepier things. But I just had to include this one mainly because, well, this is one of the standouts from the story. And of course, from number one, we of course have the Aberdeen pig farmers. This is creepy and gross. Now, this is a couple, a pair of siblings. Yeah, it's one of those. And that's not the creepy part. That's not the creepiest part. You can find human remains inside the house, more likely the mother's. The dad, nowhere to be seen. All the pigs are gone. But these guys rob and murder travelers, and we can, of course, encounter them as John or Arthur. They invite us in. Not bad. Kind of a little awkward. But, they seem friendly. Only for us to find out that, well, they basically have a dark side. And what makes this even creepier is, the parents' faces are scratched out in our picture, but that's really not as creepy. But what makes this, that's creepy, but not as creepy as this. But what makes this creepier is apparently these two are actually based off a real pair of serial killers that operated in the 1800s. I don't know who exactly they're based off, but for those who want more information, Fizzy and Strangeman had videos about these two, and in my opinion, they remain to be the most creepiest characters in the entire game. So, that was my list. I'll eventually probably do a second one, but that's it for now. It was fun doing this one, and I hope to do more Red Dead content. And by the way, there is going to be an update in the comments regarding music reviews. Unfortunately, it's some sad news, but it is news that has to be mentioned. So, thank you for watching, and, well, I hope you all have a good night, and stay safe.